Right, okay. We go to our next race, and it is going to be X30 Master Senior Cup. And gentlemen, here's your starting grid for Heat 1. 10 minutes plus an additional lap. Sky Deforny will start on pole position. Mathieu Delboeuf will line up alongside as the leading Masters driver on the outside of the front row. Row 2, François-Xavier Venet, joined by Leon Leinsveld. Row 3, Bjorn Verham and Sebastian Bielon making it an all-Masters. Row number 3, an all-Senior Cup. Row 4 with Anthony Moonen and Maxime Van Schoenwinkel. Noah Mengal joined by Jim Ringelberg. Senior Cup and a Master, completing the top 10. Delano Deckers, Vincenzo Schilacci, Olivier Fay, Hubert Bautier, Noah Hubert, Sibi Pagano, Jasper Leiners, Jan van Asch, Jen Verheel, Gaspar Delbar, Nicolas Chappelle, Michael Honnet, and Livia Sampson. Unfortunately, she was disqualified post-qualifying. Decision made by the stewards. And non-conforming chain guard was the reason. So there is still quite a few races left to run here at Racing Park JPR here in Ostricourt in France. So, revs up, lights on, lights out. We're underway in heat number 1, and it's a good run by the front row, neck and neck. As they go through into turn 1, Delboeuf has to back out of it, but he's going to lose at least one position. That's going to be Leon Leinsveld up into P2. And that's the 404! Oh, Sebastian Bielon gets turned around and then gets hit secondarily. And I think that was Jasper Leiners that might have gotten caught out in the crossfire there. I'm keeping an eye on the live stream. So, oh well, the thing was, it was Leiners trying to do avoiding action. So the cart went completely sideways. Let's just put it this way. So Bielon gets turned around by the cart behind, and Leiners tries to turn right. Back end steps out, clobbers into the right rear of Bielon, and the pair are both out on the spot. Lap 1, turn 3. So at the moment, Sky Deforny leading the way. Leon Leinsveld now closing in and is looking for a possibility of a move. Going to get the inside line here for turn number 3. Leinsveld now hits the front, but François-Xavier Venet is right with them, along with Maxime Van Schoenwinkel. And it's going to be Bjorn Verham versus Jim Ringelberg. Ringelberg's already through. He's up to P5. Now, there could be a change here. François-Xavier Venet trying to get, I think it might have been Maxime Van Schoenwinkel that might have just got through on François-Xavier Venet. Jim Ringelberg is all over the 4 of them like a bit of a bad rash on a Sunday afternoon. Or maybe hitting too many stinging nettles when you've had a few too many drinks. Never mind, but Jim Ringelberg is not one to fade away from any kind of challenge. It doesn't matter whether they're a gentleman driver, a senior cup driver. Ringelberg will give it everything. Mathieu Delboeuf, who's now in 12th position, change for 2nd. So, make that change for 3rd. Venet and Ringelberg, 2nd and 3rd now. Now they can go hunting after Leon Leinsveld. It's like, yeah, okay, let's just get done with these small fries here and move on into the distance, and that's exactly what they have done. Oh, and we've also got a Senior Cup driver that has just not gone through Sector 2 yet. Well, Noah Mengal. Oh, that's a shame. Noah Mengal is out of the race. He's not gone past the timing beam. Well, he's gone past the timing beam, but hasn't gone past sector number 1's timing beam to be broken. And now Ringelberg all over the back of Francois Xavier Venet. And he gets through for second position. Unfortunately for Sébastien Bieland, you can only watch from the sidelines. Meantime, oh, someone taking a little bit of, being a bit grass happy going through out of turn number 4. Once again, Ringelberg just showing that you put him in a cart, you put a wheel in front of him, attach 4 wheels, 1 to each corner, give it an engine, give it a throttle pedal, give it a brake pedal. He'll go out there and he'll be happier than a pig in muck. But battle behind them, Maxim van Schoenwinkel battling away with Delano Dekkers. That's the battle for 4th overall, but more to the point, 3rd in Senior Cup. So this could be the opportunity that Delano Dekkers has been waiting for. Looks up the inside, neatly goes through on the 633 at turn 3. Van Schoenwinkel, a privateer. The only privateer listed on the list that I see in front of me. As you can see, some wonderful shots being captured by our aerial drone. It's really giving a true idea of how fast the world of karting really is when you are literally millimetres, your backside is millimetres literally off the ground when you're hunkered down into the tillet seat. Change a little bit further back towards the bottom part of the top 10 going through turn number 11. Well, turn 12 actually. And through the 15th and final corner, go a couple of the other drivers. So Delano Dekkers now up 7 spots from 11th on the grid up to P4. Hubert Boutier, the gentleman driver, now up 4 spots into 10th. However, the chase started a few moments ago because Jim Ringelberg is right on the pace. Just put in the fastest lap of the race by best part of nearly 3/10 of a second over Leon Leinsveld. Jim Ringelberg P2, Francois Xavier Venet, Delano Dekkers, Maxim van Schoenwinkel. It's 2 by 2, side by side hurrah, going through turn number 12 just a second, turn 12 a second ago as these 3 coming through. And behind Maxim van Schoenwinkel, that's looking to be Vincenzo Schilacci on the TB kart with the Rave Racing team, running with the full resplendent high-vis green and white, the TB kart brand. Just wonderful to see how close we can, thanks to our camera team provided by the live stream team provided by Cam Company GmbH. Big thank you to Mike Wagner and his crew as well. We're also providing live timing, race control, and a few of the members behind the scenes. Got some good overtaking happening over the last few moments. We're coming down into the final 3 minutes of this race, plus an additional lap. And so, yeah, Noah Mengal, Sébastien Bieland, Jasper Lane, it's all unfortunately out of proceedings here. But, well, there's the 661. That's Olivier Fair battling on the way with the likes of Bjorn Verham, Anthony Moonen, Hubert Boutier, Sky De Forney, who's dropped from pole position all the way down to all down to 12th place. But look, these four drivers very, very much interlocked into battle, nearly intertwined by wheels. Oh dear, someone's just had a moment coming out of the chicane and just kept the throttle pin. Sometimes you just got to you just got to lick the stamp and send it, and that's very much the case when you've got a driver that just goes completely wide. Mathieu Delboeuf past Vincenzo Schilacci. Bjorn Verham rounds out the overall top 10. So leading overall is Leon Leinsveld. Masters, Jim Ringelberg. Gentleman, Hubert Bautier started 14th, now 9th. As it really is getting close between this quartet. Now they've got into a pack of two packs of two, and there's a pack of three just behind them. This is how close the racing can get. You're literally millimetres behind your opponent. Your backside is millimetres off the ground. You're exposed to the elements. It's great to see these drivers go absolutely full guns blazing. So there is Bjorn Verham ahead of Olivier Van Veer, Hubert Bautier and Anthony Moonen just ahead of them. So just coming up to the last couple of moments, and Jim Ringelberg has finally reeled in Leon Leinsveld, not just for winning Masters, but winning the race itself. Ringelberg, a shrewd tactician, but also knows when to release that controlled, ruthless aggression and decide, well, I'm going to fire it up the inside and let's see what you're going to do about it and how you respond, and I'll take according action. Looks like it could be when we start the penultimate lap of this race. We're on lap number 10. So let's do a scheduled 12 laps. As Leinsveld leads Ringelberg through. François-Xavier Vinet rounds out the top three. Fourth, Delano Deckers. Fifth, Mathieu Delboeuf as Maxim van Schoonwinkel battling away Vincenzo Schilacci. Well, Ringelberg's just biding his time. Timer has now expired. So they're going to go through into 6 and 7. I think probably if he can get through at the hairpin at turn 12 at the top right-hand corner of the circuit, it may very much be nigh on job done. But Leinsveld knows how Ringelberg thinks. Of course, this is not the first time they've encountered each other. They have also raced in the same pack back at Marienborg on the weekend of the 11th to the 13th. Just to give an indication of how close Ringelberg is to Leon Leinsveld. 1 lap to go. Gap is only just under 2/10. Into turn 1 for the final time. Ringelberg could get a little bit of slipstream here, but it'll be in the dirty air behind Leinsveld. And up the inside goes Ringelberg. Through he goes. And that is the race lead, but Leinsveld fighting back. And Ringelberg instantly points to the right-hand side of his helmet as if to say to Leon Leinsveld, come on, just think. Don't make any sudden knee-jerk reactions. But it is going to be Jim Ringelberg that takes the win by just under a quarter of a second from Leon Leinsveld. François-Xavier Vinet takes P3. Mathieu Delboeuf takes 4th, having been tumbled down the order to around about mid-pack and made it through to finish P4. Second in Masters, Delano Deckers finishes 5th, up 6 positions ahead of Vincenzo Schilacci, who ran to the top 3 out in Masters. Maxim van Schoonwinkel 7th, ahead of Bjorn Verham from Masters in 8th. Oh, and there is the 677 of Sky de Forny. Oh, it's been a difficult one for the TD Racing Kart driver, classified 15th. Behind the likes of Anthony Moonen, Oliver Fay, who rounded out the top 10. Jan Verheul, Sylvie Paganar, Hubert Vautier, Gaspard Delbar. De Forney classified 15th. Nicolas Chapelle, Noah Hubert, Jan van Asch. Olivia Sampson made it to 19th at the flag ahead of Michael Hornet, who rounds out the 20 finishers. Lap 3, we lost Noah Bengal, and lap 0 due to a chain reaction style accident. Sebastien Bieland gets spun around and unfortunately gets collected by a out of control Jasper Lenitz through no fault of his own. It was just 2 random incidents and the pair came together. But Ringelberg wins overall, Linesveld Senior Cup, and with Hubert Vautier in Gentleman.